What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Last time we saved both of those young people. What am I talking about? The detective and the professor, and now they're trying to tell us what the deal is, which is about the manipulator trying to sell his services to the other country with the blue people. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel instead of the SIU. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course, why else? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister. I need to buy as much time as I possibly could. But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Almost done. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right, no question about it. But there wasn't a scratch on him. I don't understand it any more than you do. I really should have got some water. I feel like I'm going to die. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went, and no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen the body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I've heard there was an oddball here who's researching Tempsic. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Tempsic were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago, he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Special K. So this really was all about revenge. But why are other people... why can other people use ghost powers? I don't know yet. Like, I understand what he was trying to do with the putting Jowd away, trying to frame people, but it doesn't explain ghost tricks. Not yet. Unless it's like a Smallville thing, and when Krypton blew up and a bunch of people in Smallville, like the actual TV series, they all got powers, but talk about a dead show. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of this case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camila told Jowd it did... I added that part to the device I created. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Special K's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Hey, baby! Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image you had of him? Inspector, I'm sorry, I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. What? Kinda stupid? Okay. Tonight. I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ah! But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. That's a strong bird. An African swallow? 5 years ago. You just... You left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. That is Gumshoe's coat. Don't you dare. Looking good. I've been waiting so long for you to put on your coat. Waiting for your coat to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Glad you like it. Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow, you'll see. Could you wait here until we do? Okay, I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving. Inspector C. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Oh yes. Ain't no stopping. Chapter 16, 4:19 a.m. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. The last chapter was really long, if you think about it. Can they stop looking at me? Like, me? Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Yes, you're damn right. You're bloody damn right. I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. Many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Oh no, not more SWAT team. Welcome to the Yonoa. Yonoa? Yonoa? Yonoa. Yonoa. Yeah. Right. Terrible name. Detective Jowd. Oh, it's the big guy. Well, that's just stupid. How did they get into a submarine? It's underwater. That's just... Instant transmission, of course. He's an X-Men. Right, got it. Alright. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark with your glowing red eyes. That's because I switched my power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Psh.
Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as your death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yodoa was going to surface, confound it.
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Bup-up. 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 The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Cabanilla has given me some pretty weird presents in the past. But they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch.
Yes, Inspector Cabanilla. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean?
What? Well, that's just stupid. He was there the whole time. Sneaky. Classy.
You can relax.
His shell.
His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter.
Daughter? Oh, yeah, she hasn't been around in a while. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. It would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
What? Thought that went up his butt for a second.
Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers.
Interesting. What? What? Well, what is it? What? What in the world was that? A kidney stone? The Oh. Meteor fragments. Oh. Give spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded.
As far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
What a mistake to make right at the most crucial moment. Now then, Detective Jowd.
Oh, he's gone. Who said that? Did he say that?
Farewell!
Wait, what? That is one compartmentalized submarine. And what in the world? The whole room just vanished. Where did he go? Ah. He blew up, I see. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them and fast. Ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba. Who's this? So you're here, Missile? Yep. I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. That do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-boo-ba-da-boo. I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. Well, with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss K. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and little lady together. Ba-da-bo, ba-da-bo. The telephone is ringing. It's Miss K, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. Alrighty then, let's see what I can do. What? What's that? What's the purpose of that? Okay, that was weird. Let's see what I want to do here. So let's switch positions first. And then swap this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, hold on. What am I talking about? Yeah, that's working. Here we go. Yoop. Was that? I think I just heard another explosion. I got a bad feeling. Sissel, look. That black, oh, what? That black hello, it came off the hook. Uh-oh, I better answer it fast. Hello, is this Miss K? Miss K! What is it, Missile? Oh, Sissel, hurry! I'm coming. The path is right here in front of me. I just have to use it. Hello? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me! Lynn is... We better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. She's drowned. Well, it's been 23 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye!